Hey y'all, Pete from SISU. We are down here in Cleveland, Ohio, our hometown. Behind us, we got 3 SISUs at the Cleveland Marathon.
Be there in 15.
Towards the rich in the abstract, like a story in the book of James, but we still think that we're wise enough to kind of control our lives.
This is Andrew Ditmore. I was telling you about it.
Oh,
he's the center of college.
How are you doing, sir?
Hey, Andrew.
It's nice to meet you.
Wow, yeah, it's a small world, man. How did the finals go?
They went really well. I have one more that I got to go back for, but other than that.
Oh, really?
It worked out well though, because I feel like loading stuff, you didn't have to.
Yeah.
Are you living off campus next year?
No. We're actually living in the same dorm.
Oh, that's amazing.
Shit.
About 14th Cleveland Marathon or no?
Nervous as ever. Oh yeah, these don't get those. That 26.2 is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you got a
Takes
day of weather.
Oh, it's about time.
Yeah.
I just remember the bad years.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like in the past, it would be like, I don't even know.
Low
80s,
80s and humid.
Sunny, no wind.
And you're just like walking, and because it's dangerous. And now are the years of be sleeting and driving rain.
That's right, yeah.
And today's perfect.
Today's literally perfect.
Yeah. Well, last year was good too.
Pete, how many is this? 14?
14, yeah. Hopefully.
14 Cleveland Marathons. Insane. So we're about a half hour out from the runners finishing, at least the early runners finishing the half marathon. So right now we got a good quiet time for us to be able to walk you through the space. So behind us we have our Cleveland Marathon set up. So as you're coming through, SISU sign. What we did at Running Man last year is we took a bunch of like wooden logs and buried that there at the bottom of the sign just for that added wood aesthetic. And right off the bat, you got our first Edwin barrel, 6 feet wide, 7 feet deep. That yesterday we had like 8 people going at the same time in there, ladling water on the rocks. You got side porch area number 1 here. So we got our lounge chairs, umbrella, the whole bit. That then steps you into number 2, which is the crew cabin. So the crew cabin has become our best seller, and this is 7 feet wide, 6 feet deep. On the inside of this guy, you got 2 tiers. So you got the Homecraft Revive 9 heater, 200 pounds of stone, absolute tank. Side porch area number 2. And then coming over here, you got Edwin barrel number 2, the same sauna as over there. And then you got this right here. And I'm really, really excited about that, but we won't go too much into detail there. Don't worry about that. This is a brick.
When I was teaching Crew this in the car, remember I was talking to him about Toy Story?
Yeah.
And he's like, anytime somebody talks like that, like, I love them. I always think of Toy Story and Force. He's like, I'm made for soup, for a salad, but most importantly, I'm made for the trash.
I was made for soup, salad, maybe chili, and then the trash.
Dude, how cool is it that we're just down here in downtown Cleveland? And it's, what time is it? 7:30 a.m., 8 a.m. You got the sun shining. Tower City's right over here. So for those who aren't from Cleveland, Ohio, the key tower. This guy's just underneath 1,000 feet tall. You got the BEP/Huntington building. You got the terminal tower, and then the new Sherwin Tower right there. But we got some like legit skyscrapers here. But you got this incredible fountain area, and then behind us, where the mall is, you got just beer tents and like everybody's hanging, and the sauna is just right down here. If they're finishing like sub 125, they're at a 250 pace or a 250 marathon pace. So you're looking at around like a 630, 635 per minute mile pace right now for 13 miles.
Yeah, it's a celebration.
Put that into perspective. Go out and run a mile, 1 mile at 635 pace. Let me know how you feel. Nice job, man. Way to be.
Hometown girl taking it home. Number third place here. Congratulations, Jessica.
So fast. So fast. Great job. Great job. Yeah. They're all ready to go over there for you.
5:23 pace.
The leader of the marathon right now is running a 5:23 per mile pace. That's so fast. What do you want to do?
I don't like my
What's that?
I don't like my little feet. I want bigger.
Oh, dude, let's do something different. I've got the Yeti cooler that we could like set up stuff on, the big Yeti.
No. You gotta keep these guys out. I gotta freak
Yeah.
Look at Tom with his coffee.
You just buy a coffee from there. Support local. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Greenhouse.
Yeah.
And I was just home with the kids all day.
Thank you.
I had to take Alex to his haircut appointment with all of them. And they just can't sit still ever. You know? I was losing my mind. Dude.
It's just like, come
Back
on.
from the haircut, and then she got home, and then like 10 seconds later, she had to go to Dannon's birthday party. So I was just literally at home with the kids all day, like just trying to not throw one through a window.
Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, I'm Pete. How you doing, man?
Is that a cold plunge thing?
Yeah.
Looks like our leader in the marathon is.
So it's definitely a little bit colder today than I was anticipating. All these people are super warm, but
pace. That's what it's been.
Paige, so my wife Paige will be coming across the finish line here shortly, as well as my sister-in-law Katie. I think that they're running together.
Our pace car.
But Paige, another half marathon. She's
when
incredible.
You know we have a champion about to be crowned. I think we can spot him right now, making that turn, that right-hand turn on St. Clair towards the finish line.
Good job! Let's go!
Zach Kraft, not far behind Mitchell.
Good job, babe.
So fun.
Feeling good?
Did he run here?
All right, I'm here with my good friend Ryan McWood out of Tennessee. Today was his first marathon at the Cleveland Marathon. Tell us how it went, man.
It was a blast. 346 and some change. We had like a goal of 345, a stretch goal of 330, but you know, for the first ever marathon, sub 4, very happy with it. I had a really great dinner on Friday night. Pete invited me over. We had some nice burgers and chicken and rice. We were carved up, ready to go. And shout out to Pete, man, for all the advice in the marathon training. It was a blast.
So tell us about the marathon training a little bit. So coming from a football background, always like fast twitch, obviously like heavy strength training, then going to long distance running. What was that like, and what were the last 12 weeks like?
If you would have told me that I was training for a marathon and you're running a marathon sub 4 hours like this time last year, I would have said like, you're crazy, like get out of here. But you know, football, it's like the longest play you have is 9 seconds at the most. Now having to go from that to, you know, running 3 miles being a lot. Then to say, okay, 8 miles is a lot. Now like a long run for me is like 13 plus. And so just getting, you know, time under your feet, a lot of volume, just very fortunate. You know, it's like, oh, we have to run a marathon today, that's hard. And it's like, no, I feel very blessed to be able to come out here and actually go and run the marathon, right? So very healthy, feel good, and it was a blast, man.
I love that perspective. Just like it's a blessing to be able to even be out here to do it and then have the opportunity to train for it. Speaking about that, if you were to say the hardest part of the race, what was the hardest part and how'd you mentally navigate it? Because I always feel like everybody at least has that one moment where you're like, I don't think I could sustain this effort. How'd you break through?
Felt really good the first half. We got like a nice little rocket fuel kind of big carbo drink from some friends, the girlfriend over there, and she gave it to us at the halfway point. But mile, I think it was like 17 or 18, we come around like over the bridge and down the hill, and all you see is like on the other side, mile 22 coming back. So in my head, I know I have like, I'm mile 17 or 18. I got to run the whole like West Loop area and then come back up and run this hill. That was the hardest part for me, but I think, you know, I ended up finding some buddies along the way to kind of just pace with. Just staying positive through it all was a big help for sure.
I definitely feel like, at least in my experience with running, you end up kind of like making friendships along the way in the race unintentionally, and then you kind of just stay with them, and then they just get you through like that, I don't know, like that 1 to 2 mile stretch. And then it gets you through that wall, and next thing you know, you're at the finish line. It's crazy. So, well, hey, great job, man.
Thank you so much.
So proud of you.
Thank you.